Hello, welcome back to the channel. Another TCM themed video. This one is going to be about the new release of Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The Beginning, being released by Arrow next Monday. I ordered my copy from Arrow Films. It has arrived. I've just watched the new 4K UHD and had a really good time revisiting this one. I've always liked it since I first saw it on DVD back when it was released. I think that was about 2007. The film's from 2006 and it came out late 2006, I believe. And I got the DVD in 2007 because I can very vaguely remember going to HMV and purchasing it. On this channel anyway, cover a lot of physical media stuff, talk about films, discuss new releases, unboxings, sometimes do lists. Got some of those coming up. What I've been watching videos at the moment I'm sort of working on, and additions to the collection, which is a video that I do monthly where I show and talk about all the physical media I've picked up. Just like to get on here and talk some physical media. Like I say, this video is about The Beginning. Just sat down and watched it. It's the prequel to the 2003 TCM. Same studio and whatnot, Platinum Dunes. And one good thing about The Beginning as well is the original cast who played the Hewitt family, which is the new family replacing the Sawyers from the original TCM timeline. The actors and actresses from the who played the Hewitt family in TCM 2003 reprised their roles in this one, which is good to see. You've got the mother in there, same actress, same guy playing Leatherface. Very scary depiction of Leatherface. He's very kind of hulking and has a very substantial presence to him. You've got Arlie Ermey from he's from Full Metal Jacket. He reprises his role as the sinister and sadistic Sheriff Hoyt. And this one just ramps up the gore and the violence. It's a little bit shorter than TCM 2003 by about 10 minutes, and everything comes faster and quicker. And it's definitely on par with that film. I don't really know which one I prefer. I think when I did a ranking some time ago, I actually put the 2003 TCM slightly above The Beginning, just by like one place. But after rewatching The Beginning again, I think it's about the 5th time I've seen the film over my since its release over the past like 18 years. But I'm starting to feel like I kind of prefer The Beginning. That's the sort of conclusion I've come to. As much as I like the remake, I just think The Beginning it's shot a little bit differently, although being like, a lot of the same producers and whatnot. It's shot a little bit differently. It looks a little rawer, kind of, the way it's filmed, like into the 74 OG. It's got a lot more violence. It's a tighter kind of film, meaning like there's not as much downtime. There's not too much in the remake, but there's a little more downtime and filler. Not too much though, but like with this Beginning film, it's very straight into it. Events unfold, it comes in fast, hits quite hard. There's some nasty parts in the film. You've got limbs being cut off, faces. You've got this horribly domineering like depiction of Leatherface. There's a guy like tied down to a table using these metal I'm not too sure what you'd call them, I forget now, but like he uses these like metal pieces of metal to like tie him down. Instead of using rope, he's like got pieces of metal which are wrapped around his hands, and kind of the metal is nailed to the surface, the table that he's on. And it's a rather wild entry into the franchise. I won't go on too much because I think I made the other video the other day a little bit too long, because I can go on about these films a little bit, because I do particularly like, I think they're two of the best entries into the franchise easily. These two and the original, of course, and TCM 2, I think, are the best four in the franchise easily, like by a landslide. by a country mile for sure. But anyway, also in this video, as well as talking about the film a little bit, I'll show the edition. So this is out Monday. This is the 4K. Unfortunately, over here in the UK, we didn't get the remake. This is the Arrow Video edition of the remake video on the channel, talking about this and my experience watching the UHD and a look at the release. That's another video. You can find that on the Skin Colours channel. Anyway, this is the US release. We didn't get this. We might get it one day. I assume it's a rights thing, whether Arrow probably couldn't get the rights immediately to put it out over here as they did in America. Maybe eventually Arrow will do this edition as they do with many others. We saw the same with Narc. They released that first in the US and then we got it over here, like, you know, best part of a year later. So maybe we'll get TCM sometime next year, this edition over here. But for now, we're just getting the beginning, which I've also got a copy of. This is the slip cover. Again, like I said with the you know, the 2003 one, the artwork is kind of reflects the film well, but it's a little bit, there's a little bit to be desired. It's not the most fanciest, most colourful, eye-catching sort of piece of artwork for an 4K release, but it does look all right. It's a little bit photographic. You know, it's got a young Leatherface obviously strumming a chainsaw, which doesn't happen in the film. But still, it does show you the origins. That's what's good about the beginning, is you do get the origin, somewhat origin story, you know, about the Hewitt family. You know, they feel a little bit abandoned by society. You know, the town's going to shit, and the slaughterhouse where some of them work, including Thomas Hewitt, who is to become Leatherface, he works there, and they're closing it down. The Hewitts are not happy about this because it's their livelihood, and like I say, they feel abandoned by society, and they're going to take over this town and enact some revenge. There's the back of the cover. There's all the special features. I won't read those out. If you want to see them, give it a pause. I'll get it up nice and close. If you want to have a quick look, I'll just hold that. You've got a synopsis. I'll read a line or two from the synopsis. After 2003's successful remake of TCM, Michael Bay's Platinum Dunes would take another trip to the Lone Star State for the terrifying prequel, The Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The Beginning. This is also set in 1969, 4 years before the events of the 2003 film, which is also the same year the events, you know, the same year the the events in the OG took place. So they did do that well in the remake, you know, but this is a completely original story. It has no other, you know, no beats to follow, no plot. It has two cuts on the new disc. You have the theatrical cut and the director's cut. I watched the director's cut, a little bit more, a couple of more violent scenes and whatnot. The director's cut is actually 5 minutes longer than the theatrical cut. Theatrical cut runs for 91 minutes. Just clear my throat. And the director's cut runs for 96 minutes. So loads of special features. Certificate 18. Warner Brothers Studio. There's a little look. So take that off, you get your reversible sleeve. There is a little flaw with this that Arrow have, should have done a bit of quality control on. I don't know if it's just my copy, or nothing to do with the disc, mind you. I don't know if it's my copy, this little flaw, or it's, you know, on many editions, if not all of them. So I don't know if you can catch this on camera. I'll try and show you again. You see, it doesn't quite, like, as you can see there, the icon from the spine actually comes onto the front very, very slightly. It's not a case of me being fussy. I'm not knocking anybody. I'm not trying to get at anybody. I'm simply showing you guys because I'm rather curious if this is just an issue with my copy, or are any of you guys out there got the same, you know, is that the same, where basically Arrow, you know, there's been a bit of an mishap in quality control, and the icon from the spine is actually just slightly, and very slightly, it's not okay, I'm not moaning, I'm just putting it out, it goes very slightly onto the front cover. So I'll try and show you guys, and it's a little bit skew, if anyway, it doesn't look too bad there, but you can probably see what I'm talking about close up. Yeah. So this is the reversible art. That's the original, like, theatrical poster. The edition I had was this DVD. I've had a Blu-ray as well. We've never had a Blu-ray over here actually as well. it's a debut on high definition from Arrow, but we're only getting a 4K. There's no Blu-ray. This actually still doesn't have a Blu-ray release over here. Maybe, I'm not sure if it had one upon release. No, I don't think Blu-rays were around. No, they might. No, maybe it might have had an early Blu-ray release that's out of print. But I know for as far we haven't got one in circulation now. This is what I had, the DVD before I got my Region A Blu-ray, which actually was Region 3. It's just a neat Region A release. Pretty cool cover there. Also uncut, and then of course the back like that. I won't look at that too much. So you get your new edition. It's got a booklet in there. The poster, open her up, and it's like that. The reversible artwork is this. So on this, the reversible art on this, which I flipped, by the way, it comes with that one on the sleeve as well as a slip. I flipped it to that because I think that's pretty damn cool. And you get your disc, like I say, is like that. Nice sort of black disc, as which was the case with the Blu-ray that I had of this as well, the American Blu-ray. You get your booklet with the newly commissioned artwork on. You get a double-sided poster. It's another thin one, not exactly your thick quality posters that you get with Arrow's limited edition box sets, but it is still a limited edition. Mind you, you do get a poster. It's just rather thin and a little smaller. There's the original theatrical art. Flip it round, and of course you have the new piece, and I'll hold it the right way round. Sorry, yeah, you've got a new piece there. Bit of a glare in the room. I'm doing it at night, so I've got a few more lights on. There you go. Yeah, I had a blast watching this again. It really does, like I say, comes in, the action comes in fast, and there's some great scenes. You know, there's a biker gang. Well, two of them mainly have pivotal roles in the film. Two of the people out of the biker gang, you've got those guys who basically are a part of the story. Two brothers are leaving for Vietnam, traveling across Texas to leave for Vietnam in 1969. They're with their girlfriends. The girlfriends are going to drive the car back once the guys have gone off to fight. And yeah, events start to unfold after they stop at an gas station in the middle of nowhere and come across a biker gang, which subsequently leads to them being introduced to the rather malicious Hewitt family, little to their knowledge. Really good, you know, backstory for TCM, especially in the for the remake series. You have how Sheriff Hoyt becomes. It shows you how Sheriff Hoyt becomes the sheriff. Shows you how Leatherface furthers his lust for blood and wearing humans' faces as a mask. You have callbacks to the original. You know, there's plenty of callbacks to the original. Slight spoiler, basically, callback. One example of a callback to the original, not the remake, a callback to the actual 74 original is somebody jumps through a window. Yeah, somebody smashes through a window. I'm not going to spoil anything else, but there's a callback. There's some good callbacks to the original in this one, including another really like surreal, strange dinner scene. So here's the booklet. You have the newly commissioned there, that cool picture of Leatherface. Open her up. There you go. You got all that. I'll just give you guys a quick flick. It's a rather thin booklet. There's the ladies from the film. Picture of Sheriff Hoyt there. That's the one of the brothers in the movie. Leatherface. I mean Sheriff Hoyt, not Leatherface. Sorry, Sheriff Hoyt with one of the young ladies, and I don't think it's his girlfriend. There's again more heinous things being done to these young people, courtesy of the Hewitts. But yeah, it really is a fantastic entry into the TCM series. One of the best in the series, definitely. So it really is a good film. I really enjoyed it. I think it's a blast. A really good time. There's a booklet anyway, and the booklet is, if you're curious, 23 pages, excluding the cover and the back. So there's that. So that's basically the nice new release. Lovely new release. Like I say, I have an imperfection there where the icon from the spine overlaps onto the front cover on the Amaray. I don't know if any of you guys have had that problem. Perhaps you could let me know in the comments, because I am very curious to know. So if you watch this video and you have the not really a problem, but you know what I mean. If you have this little imperfection there, just there on your reversible artwork, do let me know. I haven't checked yet whether it's on the original. I was rather quick to switch it, but yeah, there's a new edition of TCM The Beginning. Yeah, really good edition. The 4K, as far as the 4K, you know, it's not that old a film, so as far as the 4K is concerned, looked pretty darn good. I didn't watch it on my OLED TV though. I did watch it on a more standard kind of 4K television, which I've had for a few more years than the OLED. So I probably didn't watch it on the most up-to-date TV, really. I have got a better one that's only like 2 years old in my movie room, which I'm in now, but I watched it on the downstairs television, and it looked really good. You know, definitely looked a bit better than the Blu-ray, a little bit sharper, a little bit more density with the colouring, you know, and stuff. Like I say, it's shot a little bit different to the remake, although having a lot of the actors reprise their roles for the Hewitt family, and yeah, I think it's got mostly some of the same team behind it. You can tell it's just shot a little bit rawer. This one looks a little bit rawer than the remake, not as glossy. It still looks polished and glossy. It just doesn't look as polished and glossy, I don't think, as the remake did, although it is a slightly newer film. It adds a little bit of rawness to the way it looks, like in perhaps to the OG a little. Obviously, it doesn't look like that. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying a little bit rawer than the 2003 one. And in tone as well, it's rather brutal. Well, yeah, you could call this one brutal. It's pretty brutal. It's a bit nasty. There's nasty parts, pretty gnarly, which you want from a TCM film. You want that. But yeah, great new release from Arrow. I'm very happy with it anyway, and had a fun time revisiting these. I'm so happy they finally had a like boutique label release. That's just, you know, phenomenal, because I've had, you know, I had standard Blu-rays, like the standard UK Blu-ray of TCM 2003, and then the other release I had for The Beginning on Blu-ray. I've had DVDs of it, and now I've finally got these great looking new 4K editions, which I'm very happy with. Thanks for watching, guys. That's me rambling on about TCM The Beginning, the new 4K UHD limited edition release from Arrow Video. Thanks for watching, guys. Leave a comment if you'd like to. Like, comment, subscribe if you're new to watching this channel. I can be a bit ropey sometimes. It's a bit lax. It's a bit casual. All sorts of videos. Sometimes I deliver them in different, you know, in different ways. It depends how I'm feeling. This is just a bit more of a chill, me just talking about one of my favourite entries into the TCM franchise, which is The Beginning, just getting its 4K. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.